The amazing author Julia Cameron wrote many years ago a book called The Artist's Way. I'm sure some of you are very familiar with it. It is such a testament to the power of the arts and expression to bring us joy, to get us to know ourselves, to get us to get connected with the universe and with our true essence, and to be creative and to honor our creative selves. And I listened to a talk with her just a few years ago, and she was really talking about the morning pages, which is a big part of that book. She recommends writing every morning, just free flow writing, just getting down your thoughts, being really honest about what is actually going on in your mind, getting it out on the page so that the page takes it on and you take it out of yourself. So that way you get to know yourself, you know what's really going on with you, and then you get to focus on the creative stuff that you want to do without the baggage of that stuff holding you back. So she called it the morning pages. And in this talk that I heard from her a few years ago, at the age of, I'm sure she was at least in her 60s. I don't know how old she is right now, in her 70s. I'm not sure, but brilliant white hair, years of experience, amazing grace and wisdom. And she said, if you write your morning pages every day, you are sure to get laid. This woman actually said that. Am I blushing? It was so profound to me because it wasn't this crass, sex crazed person that is just talking nonsense. It was Julia Cameron. And she was in her, middle, higher years. I don't know what to call it, but that woman is a sage for most people. And the fact that she said that was life-changing to me. It really was. Because she was trying to get across that there's this idea that writing is lonely. That if you write, you're lonely. And if you write, you have to do it alone. And then you get stuck in this loneliness. And she was trying to say, actually, when she recommended doing morning pages for at least 3 months, but, continuously, her students or people that listened to her started getting crazy love lives. She actually shared a story about this guy who didn't even show up to her workshops at a certain point, and she thought, oh my God, he's just given up. What's going on with him? And he said, no, my girlfriend is so upset because when I get up in the morning and I do my morning pages, she's like, what are you doing? And she can't believe that I was spending time doing that instead of spending time in bed with my girlfriend. And then she didn't understand what was going on. And then she tried it. And now she's all over it too. And basically, he was saying that he didn't even have love interests before. But Julia Cameron knew something that she was trying to share with all of us. That when you work on yourself, when you get your expression out, when you get your truth out, however you want to express it, but especially in writing, you get to know yourself. And the more you get to know yourself, there's an energy about it. Even if people don't know you're writing morning pages, there's an energy about it that puts across this kind of confidence or alignment with yourself. And people get really, really attracted to that. So it doesn't become even a lonely thing anymore. It's like people want you. People want to like get with you and like seriously, like because you are tapped into yourself. When you're tapped into yourself, other people want to get tapped into you. And pun intended, I definitely mean that. And I thought of this in the last few days because I've been talking about this in a way without realizing that's what I'm talking about. Like I've been talking about getting to know yourself and connecting with yourself and going out on dates with yourself and you know that it's not a, oh, I'm giving up on love, so I just got to do this by myself and be lonely. It's actually, oh my God, this is going to build the energy and vibration that I need to attract the person at the vibration that I'm looking for. Like what you're really looking for, you have to become that. And in order to become it, you have to also love and appreciate yourself and get to know yourself. And I have not been doing morning pages in the last few years. I still journal, but sometimes I find it hard to sit and write. Or if I'm working on something else that's writing based, I find it hard to do both. I think I've built up a discipline enough and did morning pages long enough before to actually get into the habit of letting go of my extra thoughts so that I can focus on what I'm actually writing. But I'm thinking lately, no, I need to do this again because it actually builds up this sense of self that I find that not very many other things can do. And I realized that actually something that has taken the place of that for me is doing these videos. I let out so much of what I'm thinking and what I believe and what I used to hold in. I let that out in these videos. And this is kind of like my equivalent of morning pages. It's not on paper, but it's by voice and it's by vibration of sound and, you know, you guys seeing me as well and me hearing you. And I really am so grateful for that. So thank you for YouTube giving me a place to do this, but thank you for you guys that watch and listen and hear. And I especially want to thank the person that mentioned the word, I want to get it right, paranoia. I need to look at your name again because I don't want to get that wrong either. Bernard. Excuse me if I have the wrong name, but I will look back at it. I realize that on the phone that I'm recording on right now, that's where the name is at. But this subscriber or this person that viewed one of my videos shared with me this word paranoia that I had never heard of before. And he said, it sounds like you've tapped into, like you've built a love for the universe. You're in love with the universe. And it has I'm at a loss for words because I think this idea is so amazing. And it's something that I always believed in, but I actually didn't know there was a word for it. Yeah, he said you've fallen in love with the universe and it is giving you back that in kind. Like it's feeling your love for it, so it's loving you back. And the reason I bring this up is because I feel that that has a real connection to what Julia Cameron is talking about. I think that part of falling in love with the universe comes from also falling in love with all parts of yourself, like getting to know yourself, getting to know the shadow you, the dark parts, the things that we sometimes see as negative, or you know, insecurities that we try to hide. Like, I have been working on maybe not telling the whole world about them, but telling myself, like acknowledging them for myself and working on what do these things mean about me, and what do I feel it says about me if I have these insecurities or these faults or these, dark places or dark things that I've thought or felt. And the more I've dived into them, the more I've come to accept all those parts of me. And I'm still working on a lot of things that, I'm sure haven't even come up for me or are hidden, but I'm uncovering and uncovering and uncovering. And that uncovering, I feel like, is so reminiscent to me of like what was happening when I was writing Morning Pages. It was like this discovery of like, oh, I didn't know that was in my head before I write this, or I didn't know that was like really stressing me out, but once the page took it, I felt like I didn't have to hold on to it anymore. And now when I do these YouTube videos, I feel like sometimes the video and the channeling, pun intended there too, takes it for me and unburdens it for me, and I don't have to hang on to it. And I love sharing it with you guys because some of you resonate with it or have something different to share, like this idea of paranoia that I didn't know anything about, and it really sparks something in me, like connection. And it does make me fall in love with the universe. It makes me, and then the universe, I think, says she finally feels us. Like, the universe is always there for us. It's always there for us to connect with and to love us back. But if we don't love ourselves, we get lost in like this, all these faults and things that we think we have. And I love this idea of like the universe loving us back, because now we can see all the love that is out there. And yeah, I feel like Julia Cameron, in her very, very, I love the way she said it, definitely caught our attention. Yeah, if you write your morning pages every day and commit to it, you're sure to get laid. And I feel like that is a loose term because, we could think of that very surface level, but I think she means more like deep. You connect with people. People find you attractive. You find yourself attractive, and people feel that. And then they want to get with that. And it becomes this like energy that is so magnetic for you and for the universe to give you what it is that you're wanting to attract to yourself. And so it goes back to what I was saying in my last couple of videos, like that sensual, sexual energy is our life force energy. And when we carry that in us, I think people feel it. It doesn't even matter what age you are, what you look like, what you're going through in terms of like, I don't know, body or anything like that. It's an energy. And I feel that sensual vibrational energy, and I feel like the universe can be my lover, as I was saying in another video, or a human being could be my lover. It could be a combination of those, but I feel that. And yeah, if you don't feel connected to something right now, or you're feeling like, oh, I don't feel like people are as attracted to me as I wish, like, get attracted to yourself. And the way to do that, I think, is to find something that you can express yourself at, and be honest with yourself with, and let it out. Let the page do morning pages. Let the page hold the things that are burdening you, and you can let it go, so that you have this energy freed up in you to be sensual and of the senses, and to feel what's happening around you and the space around you, and to feel it in you vibrating. And it does become orgasmic, and people want to connect with that they want to experience that with you. So thanks, Julia Cameron, for reminding us about the importance of that. Yeah. And I hope that you guys step out today with this feeling that there are things that might feel like they're holding you back or burdening you, but you can unburden them. And this whole channel is based on the idea of the arts being healing and very freeing to us. Find something artistic to do, even if you don't think you're an artist. Julia Cameron would definitely beg to differ. She knows that we are all artists. Go pick up a copy of The Artist's Way. Write morning pages, or sing, or dance, or move, or even if you're doing it in a way that you think is bad, do it, because your body, your mind, your energy, your life force energy will thank you. It will get freed up for you to be able to use the way that you came here to use it.